2020, because of it being such a different year, with it being the COVID year, I decided to do in a 6x8 album that I had, an old one that was lying around empty from Studio Calico. So this is how I did my 2020 album. Ali did a little notebook inside one of these pockets inside the front cover of her album. I don't know what she put in hers, but during COVID I did a diary, a daily diary. And so what I did in this little notebook was I photocopied my pages from my COVID diary for every day of the week in the life and what was happening just generally. So these are excerpts from my COVID diary in here, and that goes in that little pocket there. This is a page I made myself. I did a digital stamp and I printed it through my normal printer on to some scrapbook paper that was spotted. I made these little embellishments from digital embellishments, which I then mounted onto card and cut out with my die cutting machine to make them chunky like chipboard. So that they're all homemade. I print at home on my selfie printer, and I just have a very normal Canon printer for printing my other things. That's my reason why. This is a page I made my own transparencies for this year, and I used some of Ali's digital stamps and printed them onto some inkjet transparency. So I've got one of these for every day of the week to divide up this album. Here's my journaling for the Monday, and I've done it on top of a photo and managed to curve it round the flowers. That's a collage photo. Then I've got some journaling under Monday. Each day has a colour, and I've got some elements I've printed on vellum and some that I've made my own cards, but they all link together with the colour. That's a long photo. This one's a flap, so you can shelter in place, it says on there. Remember all that. Photos. This is an old Studio Calico page protector which I had in my stash, so I just used it for some ephemera. And then Tuesday's divider, and Tuesday's journaling on a full page photo, and I've backed that with another full page photo. Tuesday's journaling, talking about having to shelter together, just being the two of us. Things I do every day. More ephemera in a different Studio Calico page protector. This was actually a 5x7 photo that I cut up to put into these pockets behind here. What I was filling my day with, that's a Studio Calico page protector for Wednesday. Sanitising the shopping when you've been shopping, we all remember that. Walking the dog, that was a big part of your day in COVID. Wednesday's journaling, Wednesday what was in the news. Watching the government briefing with the data and watching Look North, that was a big part of every day, watching the news. Keeping in touch with people. And we've got some, having lots of cups of tea. I made this, Stay Safe, and that's the dates that we did week in the life. Some more ephemera in that little page protector and that one. And then Thursday, hubby decided to bake me a birthday cake because he couldn't go out and buy one. That's a page from the TV guide. Journaling, clapping for carers, how we connected with others, celebrating people's birthdays at a distance, getting food from some food vans outside. Look on the bright side. Some more ephemera. Morning, noon and night. Every day watching and listening. Friday. This is my birthday on the Friday. Flowers through the post from my boys with a card. Friday's journaling. This is interesting. I used one of my birthday card envelopes and I saved 2 or 3 of my birthday cards that made me smile and put them into that pocket. Particularly this one, obviously, because it looks like Sergio. Some more photos. Hope, yeah. My sister-in-laws both sent me a picture of flowers in their garden. More ephemera. Handwriting. More cards. Saturday, full page photo. Journaling. Photo of the garden, that's just printed on copy paper. Page protector with more garden pictures. More ephemera. And then Sunday. Photo of the dog. Photo of my flowers coming out. Journaling. And we went into another lockdown. Having a go at cutting hubby's hair. Going out on his bike. More ephemera, more handwriting. Pictures of around the house. Talking about the lockdown and why we've gone into another lockdown. And then this birthday card, staying in is the new going out, which was quite funny. Having your birthday in lockdown. FaceTiming the boys. And pieces of life. So there we are. That is my 2020 week in the life during COVID.